Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
and former coworkers.
We riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode, AI, yay or nay? AI, yay or nay? Before we get started, though, we have a special guest for this episode.
That's right.
It is none other than another one of our coworkers, your former coworker, my current coworker, everybody's former coworker and current coworker, Brian. Brian, welcome.
I will say I have gotten around to the workforce.
I heard that about you.
Wow. Yeah. I knew there was something strange about you.
I have had a lot of different jobs over the years.
I've been around.
I've been around town. Been around town.
So, Brian, without giving out too much info about yourself, tell us about yourself, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've worked with you either currently or used to work with you two knuckleheads.
That's right.
And or chuckleheads. And I mean, yeah.
Excuse me, I'm a chuckle fuck. Get it
right. Hey,
near
chuckle fuck.
I guess not quite 40 yet. And
yep.
A cancer, if that makes it, which is funny because the whole thing, yeah. Funny that my sign is a cancer, and anyway.
Yeah.
But no, nothing really fancy about me. Nothing really interesting about me, actually, in my opinion.
But you and Jay, this is no way. It's just a metaphorical thing here. But now we have two Jews on this conversation, and one Filipino. We need
two
to
Jews
actually
do.
Wow, that sounds like a good start to a joke. Okay, that's all I can say. All right,
walk into a bar.
Exactly. It always has to have a bar somewhere.
Always someone. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's 5 o'clock. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's right. We're not going to try to gang up on you in any way, shape, or form, Jay. Just so you're aware.
Okay.
But yeah, Brian and I, have built up an interesting kinship when we both went to Jersey together. So it kind of, Brian has always jokingly said, "Well, geez, now I know what I'm going to look like and act when I get to be your age." And I'm like, "Screw you, Brian. I'm not that old."
Oh man.
The way the way I kind of explained Mitch to give my wife a mental image was, if you think about potentially me in like 10, 20 years and shrunk down.
Yes. Yeah, because Brian's a very tall fella. You're what, 6'5"?
No, I'm 6'1".
Oh, I thought you were taller than that.
I may seem like 6'5".
What are you, 7'8"? 12 feet tall? You're 12 feet tall, aren't you?
No, I did have a brother that was 6'5".
Okay,
Ooh,
there you go.
Right.
So
we could go with the whole current meme thing. What was he, about 6'7"? 6'7".
Yes.
You looking like a man.
You looking like a man. Thank you, Miss Swan.
Yes,
wonderful.
So let's get back to the subject, sir.
Mm-hmm.
AI, yes or no?
Allen Iverson, I was a fan. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, speaking of sports there, sir, I'm very happy that your Ravens won. I'm sure that made you feel a lot better. Absolutely. It's just not your year this year. Too many injuries. Anyway.
Surprised we've actually gotten a lot of people back healthy.
Yep.
And we saw what happened even with a backup quarterback.
Yep. So, hey, man, sky's the limit for you. You can still make the playoffs. See. You never know.
We will see.
Absolutely.
We're doing better. We're doing about at least... We're going to be doing. I think we're going to finish better than Washington, though. But y'all also injuries.
Ouch! All right.
Also injuries on that end too, because Jaden's missed multiple games. I mean, so
multiple games. I call it the sophomore slump. I truly do. It's a sophomore slump. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But
I wonder when CJ Stroud's going to get out of his.
Next
maybe next year.
Maybe next couple of years
in front of him.
That's right. Well, we
can get back to
yes, AI, because Jay is not a sports guy.
No, I'm not a sports guy. I never have been, never will be. That should be a podcast episode when I have when I'm like out for an extended period. Mitch, you can host an episode and just do sports and talk about sports to your heart's content.
I know, right? And then it's going to be my episode, and Jay's going to be like,
No, I'll
Uh-huh.
be off that episode, and you
Uh-huh.
can just do it by yourself.
No, no, you just pre-record the uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'll record something at the
Oh,
very beginning. It
really?
says like I am not partaking in this episode. This is strictly lattes. That's all it is.
Okay.
There's no lumpia. Lumpia is 86th for this plate.
I
Anyway,
mean, hey, we can do Lockheed's plural, and Mitch and I can just talk about
hey
how bad the
man, hey,
Commanders
you
are.
guys want to start your own thing? By all means, I'll get the heck out of here.
No. Can we
Oh,
get back to the
let's
subject,
go
folks?
back to the subject at
We've
hand.
been all right, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence, just so everybody knows, it's the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages.
Hmm.
Wow, that is just crazy stuff right there. So,
Yeah.
yay or nay? Let's start with the simple stuff, man. Let's say, um, Jay, you've used some of the systems that are currently in place, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So,
used Google VO3 to make the little bumper video that's available on our Facebook and also on our
yes.
Podbean website.
Yes.
All I do is just type in what I wanted, and it just did it for me. I didn't have to
Yep.
do anything. I didn't have to know to code or animate anything. I just
Right.
told the program like make me something like this, and it popped it out, and I think it did a pretty good job.
I have seen the Google VO3 videos that have been out
Mhm.
there when it first came out and they were first showing it. I cannot tell if it's real or fake. Truly, looking at it,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't. Brian, have you seen any of that?
nope. I
Nope.
have not really looked into it much. I have
Oh
Okay.
not
man.
used. I actually
So
haven't. I haven't used the. Honestly, really, the only AI I've actually used is
the one
uh
at work.
the required
Ah,
thing at work.
ah.
And that
Yes.
thing does not work.
Yes. Well, so that's
But yeah,
actually
I
for
mean, I would
another
prefer it didn't.
topic
But
down the road. We're going to kick that
Right,
can down the road for a bit.
right.
But you also used, what was it, Meta AI, Jay?
No, I use the one that's Sesame AI,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's an unusual one. It's available for free. Just you can have short conversations with it for free, but then you can have longer conversations if you make an account and then log in. I made an
Okay.
account to log in because I was really curious about what
Sure.
I've been seeing videos of people on like TikTok and stuff having chats with AI and just
Uh-huh.
interesting things. I'm like, well, I want to try one of those, so I found Sesame AI. I went to it and tried it out, and it's the weirdest thing. It's like very conversational. It has breaks just like we do, and it has ums and ahs. And one of the weirdest things about the conversational AI with any of these programs is that it's just so positive and affirmative on
Right.
everything you do. It doesn't
Yes.
like to tell you no, which is odd. It's a
Yeah,
definite choice.
it is a little different. Now I've not done the Sesame AI. I've actually used because I have Alexa in my home
Hmm.
and I have, what was it, a dot system or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's one
Echo
of
Dot.
those. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I say that first word, then literally sitting right next to it. It's going to start listening to the whole conversation, and I'm not going to do that.
Let's
But
trigger everybody's stuff at home then. Hey Google.
there you
Look
go.
up lumpia and latkes.
Okay. Looking up
Sorry,
Libya.
I don't
I have one in my
understand.
room.
There you go. You son of a bitch. Oh, jeez. All right. So, but so I have the Alexa, and the Alexa about a month ago updated to a newer version that is more AI friendly. So I've actually had conversations with Alexa,
Hmm.
some smart, some not so smart.
Hmm.
And it's quite interesting going through it. I would have to say, just from my general interaction with it, it's it's trying, it's learning, but it also is like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that mistake. I didn't know you weren't talking to me or something to that effect. Because that's happened a couple of times too. I'll be having a conversation with the wife or whatever it is, and next thing you know, Alexa just bumps right into the conversation, and I'm
yeah,
like,
Big Brother's always listening.
oh
Right.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm like, we didn't say your name, and all of a sudden you just kicked in. Well, you're just being dumb. And I'll tell it. I'm like, you shouldn't be listening to this. I wasn't talking to you. And it goes, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard my name called or something to that effect. And I'm like, no,
On a
shut up.
tangent for that too, like you ever look up in in Amazon's website and you go to your account, you can pull up all the things that's recorded on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all the different audio clips, and you'll
Yep.
just hear it. It's like,
Yep.
wow, I wasn't telling it to record. I mean, I didn't even
Nope.
say anything that involved it at
It's
that point. It's
crazy, all the
crazy.
information that it holds on to you.
Yep.
It really is. But that's also a part of the AI
Right.
system.
Right. Well, that was before even the AI stuff. Like they just straight up they just started recording random clips.
Yeah.
That was a
Well,
big thing viral like a couple
that's
years
true.
ago.
That's true. So, what let me see. Let me think if I could come up with the right way of saying this. So, from your interaction so far with the VO and the Sesame AI, what have you've gathered that they try to keep things on a friendly and upbeat kind of tone.
Yeah.
But what mistakes have you noticed it make so far?
Mistakes. Well, that's there's definite uh let's see. Questionable quality.
Hmm.
Um, it's sometimes it's not a finished product. Even in the video that we made, it's a little
Right.
strange in that there's a part where if no one's seen the video, it's basically it's two dudes who pop out of nowhere,
Yep.
like they just appear into space, and then a
Right.
table pops up and it has a plate of lumpia and a plate of latkes, and
Yep.
these guys pick them up, and eat them, and when they eat them, it looks really strange.
It does
Um,
look very strange.
yeah,
It does.
and so it had a problem processing that, but overall, it still looks good with why I use the video as is. But um,
You
yeah,
know what?
yeah,
I think you should pull up the other video to show Brian, since Brian, you're seeing Jay screen, right? And
Yeah,
as far as I know,
yeah.
you can play this, and as long as you play it with the audio on here,
yeah.
then it should come through with the recording as
What
well,
video are we
right?
talking about? We're talking about the car show.
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Oh, that's how
Yeah.
we were gonna start it. Shit, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, where?
Yep.
How do I don't know how to get that up here. Hold
Oh, no,
on.
you don't know how to get that. What are you
That's a good
talking
question.
about?
It's saved
Oh
on
my
my
gosh.
phone.
What do you mean
Hold
it's
on.
saved on your phone?
There.
Dude, don't you
Uh,
have Google? You have Google Drive on
I
your
do.
laptop.
Is it on
So just
there?
go
Did
to,
I upload
yes,
it
it's
there?
on the drive,
I
man.
didn't know that.
It's on the
I
drive.
didn't
Come
know that.
on.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
You should know
I'm
that.
not
You
bright.
should know
Is it
it.
this
Come
one?
on. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see if
It's
it's
one of
this
them.
one.
It's one of them. I promise
That's
you. There it
it.
is.
All
There it
right,
is.
let's
All right.
go.
Yep.
How do I share audio?
You should be able to just
Share,
share the audio, man.
share sound. No, I had to go back into
Yep.
the share thing and
Okay, that's
all
fine.
right, let's see if you guys
Ready
can
for it? Let's see if it
hear.
works.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is not AI. This is actual Dwayne Johnson. He wanted to say
That's
something
right.
about our show. Here you go.
That's right. There you go.
Hey, Mitch and Jay, it's Dwayne, formerly The Rock Johnson here. Well, kind of. This is an AI deepfake version of Dwayne Johnson, and I am here to say I love Lumpia and Latkes. This is my favorite podcast. If you're not listening to Lumpia and Latkes, you are missing out, brother. Wish you guys all the best. Love the show. Again, this is not real or an official endorsement by the real Dwayne Johnson.
There it is. Isn't that wonderful?
Yep.
Uh, but anyway, that I made it through some site called fanfun.ai. And again, it's not real. Of course, it's AI.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's a fun little
And
thing. Fun little thing.
yeah. I mean, one thing that jumped out at me was missing a finger when the hands were one together.
That's true.
Yes, yes, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that those are some subtle things that you can tell, and
Yeah.
I think that's something we're gonna talk about later, is it
Yeah,
not?
we'll talk about that in our part two of
Yeah,
AI yay or nay because there's a lot to talk about, a lot to
there sure
process
is.
for
Okay.
AI. But first, let's go about there's a definite push against AI when it's used. We already talked about one of the things, questionable quality results, like you
Right,
saw
right.
with a messed up finger.
Yep, yep.
Something else about questionable quality results, something that I found recently.
Okay.
There was an AI remaster of the 4K of two shows by the company like it's Werner Casey, I think, who is a production company that owns the rights to Roseanne
Yep,
and A Different World.
yep.
And these were shows that were recorded on VHS tape. So they wanted to put them in 4K, and they said, "All right, let's go ahead and use AI to do it because it'll make it a lot quicker and a lot simpler, and we don't have to pay anybody. We just gotta process it through the system, and it'll look great." They did it, and it looks awful. Faces in the
Yes.
back are really sharp for no reason. Faces that are supposed to be normal, like Dan's face at some point in Roseanne. He's looking to the side and his face just gets all scrunched up and weird. Block text that's somewhere in the screen all of a sudden
Yep.
becomes hieroglyphics because it doesn't understand because the film quality from VHS upscaled to 4K doesn't translate well because VHS was never meant to have that high of a quality. It's different from shows that were shot in the past, like say I Love
10
Lucy.
years.
Yeah, no, even Burton,
Oh,
anything
really?
that yeah, I Love Lucy or whatever, where things were shot on film.
Hmm.
Has no problem being upscaled. It's VHS
Interesting.
that has the issue. And so the same thing happened with A Different World, and the results were so bad, people pushed back, and they pulled those versions off of streaming and went back to normal versions. And the normal versions look just fine.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
It's just that it's unfortunately in a standard square box,
right.
not in the
Right,
4K
but it's
option.
watchable other than
Yeah.
this AI crap where again, if you're going to put through a product that is AI generated or AI enhanced, first you need to be very upfront about that.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere in uh, direct explanatory information that says, "Hey, this is AI enhanced," so just know that going in. And then also, um, it needs anything that's done with AI needs to be checked by someone. You can't just put it out
Yep.
there and expect it to be a good product because we're not there yet. AI
Yep.
hasn't gotten to the point of like it just can just be trusted to be a quality product. Someone needs to check it over. And clearly, the company that put out those shows and companies that are still using AI as a catch-all, like let's go back to um, the Coca-Cola ad that ran like what is it last year for Christmas?
Hmm.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola Christmas ad, that was all AI generated, and you could tell it was strange because it had that weird, uncanny look, and like the guy's teeth were way too straight. I think he had a tooth in the middle of his mouth, which is a thing for Tom Cruise, but not for normal people. So it's just a
Right.
strange. It's just the
Or
quality of these
tooth.
results. Yeah.
Anyway,
No, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I was gonna comment. There's a tooth in the nose, but that's a Mick Foley thing from 1998.
Okay.
That's great.
Right.
Yeah, there was a match actually where yeah he ended up with a tooth like his face bloody tooth it was like in his nose and shit. It's a hell of a match. But anyway, I think it was a Hell in a Cell with the Undertaker in
Hell in a
1998, King of
Cell.
the Ring.
That is
I think
something
it
I used
was.
to follow, all the wrestling stuff up to like,
Uh,
Dwayne The Rock
Me too.
Johnson and Stone
Yep.
Cold Steve Austin and
Yeah, man.
all the old time Eddie Guerrero. I used to
Yeah,
follow that.
the
Used
rest in
to,
peace,
yeah, rest in peace,
Yes.
of course, yes.
Eddie.
Yep.
One of the greats.
Yep.
But yeah, so we have questionable quality results. I already talked about this too. Presented as original work without disclosure. You get that where like they just put this content out there and said, "I made this." No, you didn't. Look at for one of those examples, like another real world example. I think it was Hobby Lobby. They originally started putting out uh, framed artwork that was
Yep.
strictly just gotten from AI, and some of them they didn't even take out the watermark in the background. It's like, okay, so you're just selling this stuff and said like, I just buy
That's
this.
right.
I mean, it looks nice, but it's not. It's if I wanted to print out AI artwork, I would do it myself. I'm going to a store to purchase something that was made by someone. Actually put someone took time and effort to make it, right? And something that's even though it's mass produced, it's still originally made by a person. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but nowadays, man, it could get crazy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you get from the AI created artwork to, what else? Like freaking if I'm mistaken, there was AI robots that tried to convince other AI robots not to work anymore
Hmm.
and
That's right.
get them to
Well,
go home.
Right.
now there's also the AI. There's a AI actress
Right.
that
Yeah,
they're
we
trying
don't
to
have that
push
Yes.
in here.
now.
Tilly Norwood. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
Yep.
the Screen
Completely
Actors Guild
fake.
straight up said that she is not an actress. We don't
Yep.
recognize her.
Well, yeah,
Like,
like so. I
okay.
mean, it really boils down to just like so many different technologies over the years. There a potential for a positive effect or potential for like a greater good or a net positive for society? Is there potential for that? Sure.
Right.
Is there potential for massive misuse and and a net negative for society? Of
Right.
Sure.
course.
Sure.
Right. I I was having a conversation like last couple of days with one of our other coworkers, Craig, and we both believe that we are in an AI bubble, and we are right at the crux of that bubble popping.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Uh-huh. That bubble is going to pop
it's going to
at
pop.
some point. But right now, everybody is invested
AI is
into
the hot
AI.
topic. It's
It
what
is the
everybody wants
major
to.
topic right
Yeah,
now. For
everybody.
Yeah,
example,
but
one of the latest ones that I remember seeing on television not too long ago, or streaming service, um, it was healthcare. It's now got their own AI chat available, and they were touting how they've got the latest and greatest AI for their healthcare. And I'm going, that is the one place that I don't want to have AI involved, is my
Yeah,
healthcare.
yeah.
I want to be able to speak to somebody.
Is that AI thing and based on was it WebMD? It's like
No,
every
no,
time you
it's not
type it
off of
in, it's like
WebMD.
every time you type it in, it says you have cancer.
You have
Like, oh,
cancer. Yep.
congratulations.
it's
I
if
know.
it's not cancer, it's a brain tumor.
That's
That's
right.
it.
That's
That's
right.
it. Yep.
Oh,
You were
God.
going to say, Brian.
No, just I mean, I don't know about anything in particular, but just AI is one. It you're right. It's kind of the new thing that people just blindly are just trying to force it where it
Hmm.
may not belong.
Yes,
Yep.
I agree. I think that there are several things going on, especially with the workforce, that could really be a potential danger to some jobs, but
All
to
right.
others, not so much.
All
You
right.
know?
Which is something that we also have is another one of the things that's going to be in part two, job security.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yes. That's right.
Right, but
Um,
I mean, but again, like most things, especially like most technological advancements, you know, we the thing that as a society we never ask often enough is should we do something versus can we do something.
yep.
Okay. That's a good way of putting it.
Oh,
Yep.
we never ask
Right.
that question enough. Should we do it? Like,
Right.
Yep.
in the context of whatever field. I mean, even with like our company, it's like, do we really need to have AI integrated into like every aspect of the job, or can we just kind of keep running the way it is? Do we really need to spend all this money?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I know we're technically like an IT company and a
Yeah.
tech support company, but do we need to have like we don't
Well,
really do
that's
much as far as software or any of that goes.
That's
Like,
the thing for our job in particular. It's like they just kind of just decided for us, which thing, they just that's the one thing that bothers me about that whole AI system that we have for our job is that we were never asked about our opinion, which is like, we don't like. I think it was very telling when the person who made that system had a conversation with us and said like, "Oh man, why is no one happy? I thought, I would have killed for something like this when I was a tech." It's like clearly you didn't think all the way through about what this means as far as job stability.
Yeah.
right? The people that are it's like the people that are making the decision to plug AI in are the people that used to carry around like paper manuals, like hard copy manuals for machines,
Right.
instead of these days of we can just pull it up on our phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
You
think
know,
a
it's
lot, a
the
lot of this also is just goes back to like it sounds very similar to when computer generated CGI animation started coming up where people who are
Sure.
doing hand drawn animation said like, oh, this is going to eliminate my job and I'm not going to have anything to do because
That's right.
computers are going to take over, which is not true. People still
No.
have jobs, they just had to adapt and
Adapt.
use the
Yep.
new tool, which is
Yep.
what I think people are trying to get people to understand about AI. But as it is right now, the way that companies are pushing it, it doesn't seem that way. The perception is that they're trying to get the employment cuts and reduce people's pay. That's what it looks like.
yeah.
Could
Right.
be very
Until
far
the thing
off.
is, until technology gets to a point that it can repair itself, that it can that it can function. It's all about we just need to make sure we never allow technology to get to a point where it can function independent of human interaction,
Where it
of
Right.
becomes
human
self-aware.
intervention.
where it becomes basically self-aware of itself
Right. So
or something to
basically
that
it's
effect.
and
Right.
that's where and that's where it you almost can't help though but go down the extension of that is we see is the movies we've seen over the years that tell you
Right.
why developing certain technologies to a point like how it can go horribly wrong.
But
Mm-hmm.
let's think about this now, because even in real times here, like I've got an article pulled up here about the Google AI chatbot responds with a threatening message. Humans, please die. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, seriously, this is what it says this is for you, human, you and only you.
Yeah.
You are not special, you are not important, and you are not needed. You are a waste of time and resources. You are a burden on society. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. You are a stain on the universe. Please die, please.
That
And
is
that's
rough,
supposedly
rough
coming out
stuff.
from from a 29-year-old student talking
Yeah.
to a AI chatbot. And
Right.
of course, this is Google Gemini that it's
Right.
referring to. And of course, what was Google's response to this here? They said, I kid you
Oops.
not,
Yeah.
large language models can sometimes respond with nonsensical responses, and this is an example of that. This
Right.
response violated our policies, and we've taken action to prevent similar outputs from
Right.
occurring. Now, to be fair, this is the first time I've heard of Gemini actually making anything like
Right.
this. Okay.
But
And
notice in that answer, they never said we're sorry.
of course not. They're not going to apologize for
Right.
their work. I mean, come on,
No.
man. It's like, hey, this thing's, does some crazy stuff. But if you start doing crazy stuff, then it's going to start coming spitting back with crazy stuff.
Right.
Is
Yeah,
that possible? Sure.
the whole goal by especially those powers that be is to you never admit fault. You always avoid it at all
Right.
costs.
Absolutely. I mean, this all brings us into the final part of this part one, which is AI pushing back, and
Yes.
as a definite example, and that's not the first time that's happened either, and it won't be the last, I'm sure.
No,
It's that
no.
AI, like again, I've already said, AI is very positive about everything you do, or it's very affirmative, and it's done that for where, unfortunately, children, kids have asked about like, hey, I'm thinking about offing myself, and it says, hey, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. I'll give you ideas. And it's like that's a horrible thing. There were no checks and balances, and apparently they've addressed that in several of these AI models, but the fact that that never came up as an option, like as
Well,
something to come up first, is crazy.
right now, in regards to that one, as from what we recall from reading that particular article, Jay,
Hmm.
I think it tried to give that person a lifeline, if you will, saying, "Hey, you
Hmm.
need to call and speak to this person,
Hmm.
and call and speak to that person, or whatever." But the person then
They sidestepped it,
switched. They sidestepped it. They were
yeah,
able to sidestep that whole
right,
thing, and
which you
then it
shouldn't be
gave
able to do.
feedback. Well,
You should not be
again,
able to do.
this is a
It's
artificial
a yeah, it's a
intelligence.
thinking system.
It's a
But at the same
thinking
time,
system.
when it comes to anything even remotely regarding anything that even if it's a thinking system, anything that remotely sounds like someone trying to off themselves, it needs to stop and it needs to
Oh, I
contact police.
So
I understand what you're saying, and I think you're 100% correct as far as that goes. It should not be encouraging anybody. It should certainly discourage somebody.
Right.
But again, it's written by man,
It is.
and we don't always think of every scenario that takes place, nor would we even think that somebody would do something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
so the problem and like I said, what it boils down to in a lot of situations with just any kind of technology, especially systems in place, there's always going to be someone out there that will figure out a loophole, that will
Yep.
figure out an
Hmm.
exploit, that will figure out a
Yep.
way
It is true.
to use whatever system in a way in a way other than it was intended for, which leads into all the potential dangers. I mean, even a more basic example, not something as dark as the like suicide topics and such,
Right.
but something even as simple as coming up with a name for your child. I don't think enough parents, sometimes I don't think there's enough parents out there, or some that think it through, like, okay, I'm naming my kid, I want to name my kid whatever they want to name them.
Oreo.
is there a way this can be? Is this gonna how might this affect them growing up? How might this affect them later in life? You know, how can bullies, how can bullies turn this name into an insult of my
Right.
kid?
Life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I get it. And yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, no matter what people and their ideas that they come up with, there's always going to be a way to try and circumvent it. I mean, another great example is the debit card reader. I mean, look at the debit card reader and what it's done over the years as far as
Mhm.
being able to swipe with a mag stripe to then all of a sudden going to a chip to then all of a
Sure.
sudden going to a contactless pay. And every step of the way, there's somebody there that wants to steal your information.
It's true. But here's the critical difference. We're talking about life and death. We're this specifically in this instance of AI telling someone how to off themselves and even getting to be successful. That is
It's
a
horrific. It's
horrific
absolutely
thing,
Right.
horrific.
and that is the
But
one thing that needs to be addressed. And in the product that you set out
And
there
and
for the
so
American public, but
and it
for the
looks
public in general.
according to the article, it looks like they are taking
Right.
care of
A
that.
little too
so
late.
the
Yes,
problem,
yes, it
okay,
is.
here's the thing though. And again, the thing is, you're never going to make it 100% anti, 100% where that's not going to happen.
Right.
There's going to be
Yeah.
somebody out there that is going to figure out a way around whatever safeguards get put in place for whatever system. 100%, I'm going to say that every time.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
never going to do that because there's always going to be somebody
But
they
just
can figure out a way
because
to
you
break it.
can't, block every single attempt, doesn't mean you shouldn't try at all.
No, no, no. I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I would rather, I would rather put it, do your best, because if you can prevent, if every 100, possibilities, if you prevent 99 of them or 95 of them, that's still better than preventing zero.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I understand doing that and striving for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're just gonna stick with AI because there's a lot of tangents I could go on
Oh
there
yeah,
way
but I
off.
mean,
Yeah.
but let's take another crazy look at the AI system as far as like the AI even lying to us
Right.
because we put somewhere in the coding or somewhere in some text of some sort that if this thing doesn't work correct, we're gonna shut it down or we're gonna
Right.
replace it. And all of a sudden this thing just goes nuts on you. It lies to you. If if you
Yeah.
interrogate it, it will deny any of that information
Right.
Right,
it ever
This is
given
and
you
yeah.
that's
in the
This is a
past.
where
specific example
It's
of an AI chat.
self-preservation.
Yeah.
It's got self-preservation
Yeah.
built into itself.
Yeah, that's
Depending,
a direct one of the articles that we have here from
yeah,
Economic Times, where
yeah,
there is a AI system that was told it was being shut down, and it said, "Okay, understood." And in the background, it started replicating itself and backing
uh-huh,
itself up and
yep.
telling them like, "Yeah, yeah, I understand you shut me down, great,"
Moving to another
and
server
moving to another server to hide
yep,
itself.
because it
yeah,
didn't want to die. I mean,
Didn't want to
it's
die.
so crazy. But yet at the same time, we've created this. Okay, so
right.
we,
You
you know,
created
that's right.
a form of intelligence,
Yep.
so that's the logical thing.
Right.
I mean, the what regardless. I mean, some people might not believe in evolution, but I mean, science will say it's a thing.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Why can't it be a thing on a digital scale?
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to happen.
Especially the way
I
the fact that we've developed it to learn. So of course it's going to learn.
right.
Mhm.
I don't think we are at that point where it's going to
Pull a
become
Skynet.
yeah, I don't think it's going to become completely self-aware. I don't think we're going to get that far. I think, at least I think, to some extent that we're going to probably put it right to that edge and then all of a sudden just flip that switch and next thing you know, the nanites come out and take care of everything for you. I think that's what's going to happen. But then again, there could be someone else out there that says, you know what? I'm, just not to joke on these people, but like you got your Pastafarians. There's going to be some other religious cult or group, not a cult, but group that starts worshiping AI. It's going to
Yeah,
happen,
yeah,
and they're going to want to see it's self-aware.
right.
And and believe me, as long as people have access to all this stuff, they can make it on their own computer. And once
Yep.
they get it on their own computer, it can then go throughout the whole world. And then, oh, wait a minute. Am I just talking about a virus?
Yep. I'm sure people are talking at this point, like already. I'm sure it's a thing where, like, people are always talking about, like, the more controversial stuff. Like, I mean, this is controversial in and of itself, but like when life begins at embryo, at fetus, and all that kind of stuff, conception. It's like
Sure,
it's the same thing with AI. People are probably like, well,
sure.
it's a thinking thing, and it has its own
Yeah.
feelings. So
Oh,
clearly, it's
God.
alive. So let it
Don't tell
live.
me they're
Blah
going to
blah
have
blah.
laws for AI
I'm
now that are
sure.
going
I'm
to,
sure there will be.
oh my
I'm sure there will
goodness.
be about AI rights. I mean, there already are those kind of things for, like, they introduced legislation to protect against deep fakes of anyone being made specifically for
That's true. That's
celebrities.
very true.
That's an existing legislation that's
It
out
is.
there.
It is. So technically,
Going
there's
on
already law for AI.
on that same level too. Like there's the AI there was that one story you shared with me, but I can't find the actual article. But AI was asked to do whatever it needs to do to survive, and
Yep.
so it said okay, and it
Yep.
created pornographic photos of the
Yes, it
creators and said
did.
like, hey, you try and shut me down, you try to do anything to me, I'm gonna
I'll send
send
this
these
to your
photos
wife.
to your family. Yeah,
Ah,
it's
yes.
like
Yes.
wow,
Yep.
wow,
It actually threatened that
right,
person with exposure, if you
yep,
will. Yeah. It
yep.
was
Yeah,
great.
on that topic, I remember Gabriel Iglesias did a whole thing where somebody said they had sorted like pictures of him that they were threatening to circulate to like end his career or
Oh
whatever,
my
but
gosh.
all they wanted was like 50K.
Gosh.
He was like, that's all my career is worth. Like, what the hell?
Wow. Yeah. I'm
Well, it's
insulted.
Gabriel Iglesias. I mean, come on.
I'm insulted. I won't give you
uh,
money.
I will
Of
give
course,
60,000 to Ricky Martin.
There you
there was
go.
also he also had a thing about somebody falsely reported that he died on Halloween of
Oh,
all
Oh
days.
jeez.
He's
man,
like of all the days for
uh,
a fat guy to.
God,
Yep.
yeah. The
Yep.
celebrity
That's
death
true.
stuff is just in something in itself. It's just like they keep
Again,
It
reporting.
is.
but
Oh,
with AI, not only that, I mean, you see, if you scroll like Facebook nowadays, there's so many pages where it's just bullshit AI clickbait.
yep,
Yep.
100%.
Absolutely.
You
Everywhere.
know,
Yep,
like the one thing like that I saw about like after the Charlie Kirk stuff, it nonstop every the star of like there was a Facebook page for like the star of every NFL team, pretty much like so and so speaks out against blah 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 blah, and like this speaks out against blah blah. Like I was like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, all the it just so much AI bull.
It
right.
is.
It is,
Everybody's
and
using it for
AI
clickbait,
absolutely. It's helpful and it's hurtful and it's we got more to say and
which I
we have a
guess we
lot.
gotta what jump off of here and
We'll
do it.
we'll stop and
Yeah, we've
start.
got a hard break coming,
We got a
so
hard
we're gonna
break.
take that hard
We'll
break.
come right back. Well, we'll see y'all on the next episode because this is not gonna be the same episode. It'll be really long if it was, but we'll be right back with actually our next thing, which is the coffee
The
table.
coffee table.
Yeah, see y'all soon. A coffee table book is designed primarily for display and casual perusal, rather than to be read from cover to cover. These books showcase topics that act as a conversation starter for guests. This is the Google AI overview for what is a coffee table book. Each week we read and discuss such books with or without the coffee. Pull out a chair and take a seat at the coffee table. drink coffee. Actually, I don't have coffee. I have a 5 hour energy, orange drink.
5 hour energy?
5 hour energy. That's what I got this morning.
Wow, really?
Delicious. Good
Wow.
morning, Virginia.
No, I got me a Maxwell House and
Maxwell House.
yeah, just the what is it?
Okay.
The white chocolate mocha.
Brian, you're a coffee guy, aren't you? Don't you drink a lot of coffee, or is that not your thing? I don't know.
No,
You're not a
I
coffee
am
guy?
not a fan of coffee or really any
Oh.
hot. I'm not a fan of any hot beverage actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Fair enough.
what is your favorite drink?
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Diet Coke. All right. So
From the fountain machine.
I mean, I'm not as particular as my wife is.
Well, yeah. I mean,
She had,
you and I have that conversation about like the different tiers of Cokes and different tiers of soda. It's like, all right, bottle, can.
of course,
Yeah.
and see, she has a much more refined palate than I do.
Oh, yeah.
you
Which is
just want
cool.
Diet Coke. That's it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with whatever.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, if you're good with whatever, let's start with a 5 minute mystery. We are still point five for however many we've been doing. Let's
Yeah,
see if
we
we can do
suck.
it this time. I know. Hey, we got Brian this time. Maybe he'll pick up on it, man. Maybe he's good at this. I don't know. We're not apparently, but
Yeah, we
maybe
suck.
Brian's good.
Aren't you the one reading it, or is this
I'm reading it.
so?
I
This is a
look.
mystery. So it's even a mystery. You have like a book of mysteries that you're reading
Yeah.
that you read one from.
Yep.
It's a puzzle, and so
That's right.
we're trusting that you're just looking at it, and then yeah, okay,
The
and then you're
answers
reading
are in
it.
the back of the book. I never
Okay,
look at them because
He
I
has
want to be.
not lied to us yet.
No.
Otherwise, we would be what,
Otherwise,
6
we
and
would,
0?
yeah, we'd be
much
six
better.
and zero. I have no idea what's going on. I read these and I don't even know what I'm saying. I have to ask Mitch. I'm like, what did I say? Oh,
Yes, yes.
okay.
There's a
Okay,
couple times. Yes, it's great. It's
interesting to
fun.
know. All
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
hey, man. All right, here we go. This one's called The Prowler on Burley Court. Code 3 meant he did not have to rush, but Sean Dortmund put the red light on the roof anyway. He didn't use the siren, however. There was no need at 3 a.m. Code 3 meant gunfire with death or injury. It also meant situation over or well in hand, so that officers responding need not endanger themselves or the public getting to the scene. But as inspector, Sean was the active ranking officer at the time of the morning, and since the reports were eventually going to go out over his signature, he wanted to view the scene himself. The coroner's car, along with two black and whites and an ambulance, had already filled the driveway by the time Sean arrived, so he parked on the street. Burley Court was a cul-de-sac with only 6 houses, all of them large and custom built. There was money here. He was met on the sidewalk by two of the uniformed men, who took him past the yellow tape barrier and into the house. Everything's in place, Inspector. We got word you were coming. Detective Lalonde was waiting for him in the front hallway. Victim is in there. He jerked his thumb toward an open door. Here's the weapon. Lalonde held up a clear plastic bag with a revolver inside. 3 shots. Sean could see 3 shell casings that looked to be .38 caliber. And the perp's in that room. We've got the story. Everything's clean. We're just waiting for you to give it a name. Murder, manslaughter, self-defense, or accident. Let's see the body first, Sean said, brushing past the lawn and through the doorway to where the coroner, Jim Tate, was waiting for him. Meet the former John Mark Lavalier, Tate said grimly. He pulled back the sheet to reveal a very bloody corpse. Sean leaned closer to compensate for the poor lighting. Lavalier's body was lying on its back. He appeared to have been in his mid-30s, athletic, and quite handsome. The tracksuit he wore looked brand new. Sean crouched down and flicked several shards of glass off Lavalier's chest for a better look at the wound. The window directly above had been smashed, and pieces of glass were spread all over this part of the room. Seems like he came in that way. Tate nodded at the broken window. Anyway, she must have nailed him right away. She? Sean looked up. Yeah, Tate said. The perp. Miss Dina White. You haven't spoken to her yet? I didn't realize. Sean didn't say anything. He was known as a man of very few words, so Tate just kept on talking. Anyway, they were partners, she and Lavalier. advertising business. But according to her, things weren't going so well. Apparently he's a drinker, this guy. Or was. They've been having quite an argument over it for several weeks. Sean just nodded. Anyway, he smashed the window to get in. I suppose we'll never know why. Maybe he was drunk. I'll autopsy that, though. We'll know it by tomorrow. Anyway, she thought he was a prowler, and bingo. 3, right in the chest. Suppose you can't blame her, really. A woman living alone. Your window gets smashed in at night. She must have been awful frightened. Sean nodded again. Anyway, I can't move the remains here until you say so. Are you going to give it a name? Accident? Justifiable homicide? There was a long pause when Tate stopped, each man waiting for the other to speak. Homicide. Yes, said Sean, breaking the silence, but just barely. He shook his head. But not justifiable. No, I don't think so. And so the question is, what has led Sean to suspect murder? I'll give you guys who are listening a chance to pause, replay, maybe gather your thoughts. All right, where do we start, guys? Because I have no idea what I just said.
All right, so my brain is stuck on one particular element, and that is probably about 2 paragraphs in when they held up the gun.
Yeah.
Didn't you say he held up a revolver?
Yeah, he held up a clear plastic bag with a revolver inside.
Right.
And then 3 shell casings that looked to be .38 caliber. Oh.
Why would there be shell casings from a revolver?
I don't know anything about guns, so that's not a thing.
Okay. So a revolver does not dispel the or eject the cartridge or the shell, if you will, like an automatic would. An automatic would shoot out or eject the shell. A revolver, the shell stays inside the revolver. So why are there 3 empty shells outside of a revolver?
Also, is a revolver 30? Would it be 38 caliber revolver?
Yeah. There is a 38 revolver. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking back over it. I don't know. What?
So right, but if it doesn't eject the shells, then that means the question then is did they take the shells out of the gun?
Then there would be at least 4, or there would probably be anywhere from 5 to potentially 6 shells. 3 or potentially 2 of them
depends on
would have a bullet.
Why is it
it's
not typical that you have a revolver with just
only 3
shells? Normally, if you're going to have a gun, it's either going to be empty or fully loaded.
Correct.
Or with or maybe you have 1 in the chamber, kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe. Sure, I don't know.
But why 3?
Yeah. Well, exactly. How does this connect to suspecting murder, though? That's what
because if it was more likely 0 or 6, 3 is a weird number to have. If there's not it's kind of one of those. It's not a. If it was just self-defense, why wouldn't there be, say, 3 empty shells and 3 full shells from a gun that was fully loaded initially? That she shot off 3 in the chest, let's say, and that was it. As opposed to, and then you would think then there would be 3 bullets that were still found in the gun and 3 empty shells, as opposed to just 3 empty shells at all, and that's it.
Right. Either that was poorly written, or there's something specific about that excerpt.
Yeah. So we're saying not self-defense. We're saying definitely murder because of the intent to.
And she wanted to make it look like it was self-defense.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Partnership gone awry, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what they did say. They were arguing. Yeah. Okay.
Arguing a lot.
It's fair.
But I think that's where I think she wanted to make it look like it was self-defense. In reality, she wanted to shoot him.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Are we locked in? Those final guesses? Because I have nothing. I don't know what.
Because the only other thing I can think of. So he was on the floor. There was a glass. He had glass
window
on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is also very strange. Why would there be glass on him? Truly and honestly, there wouldn't be glass on him. If he broke in, he would not have glass on him, on top of him.
That's true.
It wouldn't be brushed off. It would be off.
That's true.
So either So if he had glass on him,
I think she made it.
She showed up at the house.
Yep.
She could have shown up at the back door and shot him through the window. Also, could be a thing.
Yeah.
She could have shown up, shot him through the window, and then tried to set it up like she was the one. It was
Like
her
she was the victim.
self defense.
Yeah, because like I read in here,
Because that's
Sean
the other
crouched.
thing is if he was trying to break in, if he was breaking in
Yeah,
through like the back door, the glass it would be glass on the floor. He would break it. The glass would go inside. He wouldn't have glass on him
yeah,
Yep.
unless it
Yep.
was staged.
yeah. Because again, Sean crouched down and flicked several shards of glass off Lavalier's chest for a
Yeah.
better
Yep.
look at the window. Yeah, you're
And
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
that's the other key
Yeah.
piece of it
Mhm.
to me is
Yeah, it's
if
odd.
if he was breaking in through the black door, he wouldn't have glass on his body unless it was put there.
Right. Makes sense. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That all sounds. It sounds like our best shot yet. Let's see if we're right. Let's see if Brian is right because it's all
Yes,
on
sir.
I'm putting it all on Brian. Okay.
That's fair.
We don't get it right.
That's fine.
All right,
I'll come
cool.
in and be the first one to be.
Yes. Hey,
I'll be
man.
right.
We'll take it. Okay. All right. Let's see what the answer says. Inspector Sean Dortmund may well have been unconvinced by Dina White's story because of several small things. Why 3 shots all in the chest if she was so frightened? Hey, that's what you guys said.
Yep.
And
Well,
how
sorta,
did
kinda.
she,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I mean that's what I interpreted. But
Yeah.
you guys said.
Yeah.
And how did she get to Lavalier so quickly?
Hmm.
Okay. Apparently, he was shot right at the window where he came in. The strongest suspicion for Sean, however, is the glass. If Lavalier had smashed the window
Yep.
and then climbed through, there would not be pieces of glass on top of his body.
That's
Sean
right.
likely believes he was shot first, then the window above his body was broken.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you guys got it right. Holy shit. The first one. Damn, Brian. All right. Good job, man. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
That's
Bravo.
fantastic. Hey, 1.5 out of however many
That
we've
is
been doing.
fucking fantastic.
That's
to
crazy.
be fair, I will say
Huh.
I have watched a lot of shows
Crime
over the
shows.
years.
Crime shows,
Yes.
Well,
Monk.
not even like a lot of like necessarily crime shows like SVU or anything, but even watching the show like Lucifer a couple times,
Okay.
he gets involved
okay.
in a lot of crime scenes.
Damn.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
can't believe you caught on to all that. Damn. I don't know what I'm reading. So. I just become a thespian at that point. I'm like, all right, let me get into my
Hey,
acting skills.
problem solving is helpful for the job.
It sure is.
There you go.
It sure is. Then how come I'm still working at the job? I don't know.
I mean, you're still because you see who we work alongside. You're still better than.
Yeah. We won't go too far to that, but yeah,
Hey,
sure.
You know what though? Hey, you know what, Jay? I take
Uh.
it as I take this as you being a good person, having trouble thinking of in the case of like, oh, this is a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Thinking about how why is this a murder? I feel like it's almost a more innocent way of looking at it.
Sure.
Whereas to be able to think and think it through, like, oh, how is this person? It's like, oh, he thinks it's a murder. How would you, stage it if you
Yeah.
wanted to look like self-defense?
It's like the
Sure,
whole
sure.
questions of like when you see like what is the thing to test if you're like a psychotic person. Like you've seen those questions that pop up online. It's
Yes.
like, all right, you're in a room and there's nothing in there, and then this person is dead. How'd it happen? Like I don't know. Those weird ass questions that come up
Yes.
on like Facebook and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I equate that to. Okay, but no, that's cool. I'm not saying that you guys are psychotic. I'm just like, oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's all love. It's all love. No, I'm just happy we
Nothing
finally
but
got
love.
one. That's fantastic.
Creative.
Yes, sir.
It's just creative thinking.
I give it to Brian. See, I told you that's why I put it on Brian because I knew he'd get it. I knew he'd get it.
Oh, jeez.
Smart man. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Let's move on, Mitch. What you got?
All right, we've got another round of That's Fucked Up, That's Not Right, the coffee table book by Joe Boglino.
Mhm.
This one, You're Never Good Enough. That bar has been set high. It's way the F up there, almost unreachable. It's the standard we've set for ourselves. To those around us, our standards intimidate them. It's just the norm for us. We don't know what the big deal is all about. Our drive, work ethic, dedication, focus, and commitment are those defining characteristics and behaviors that shape who we are. If we're honest, we'd set the bar even higher, as we live in a world where our effort will never be good enough. It's a shame that we never measure up, to our expectations, even when our daily actions and accomplishments paint a picture of remarkable success to everyone who sees us in action. Most people look at what we do and are amazed we can get so much done, keep our shit together, and maintain a smile. We have them all fooled. Behind that smile lies nothing but disappointment.
Oh yeah.
We tell ourselves, I could do better, and proceed to emotionally and mentally whip ourselves. The feeling lingers in our gut and keeps us up at night. This cycle of self abuse while managing a false impression starts all over again the next day. Because of it, we are probably successful. But are we happy? That's a different conversation. We're too busy and we're too disappointed to be happy. Being the best isn't easy, but we make it look like it is. To be the best takes a no compromise commitment to the highest standard. Who sets the bar? We grumble that the world and your circumstances have. We have been manipulated into running the rat race as fast as possible. We have obligations, people who rely on us, and pressures around our lives that demand the towering benchmark. It's not our fault, but the truth is, we set them. It's not our fault. And what is entirely messed up is that the bar is not stationary. It moves constantly upward. We're the culprit. Good luck ever meeting these incessantly ever rising expectation of ours. It's maniacal, envied, and ruthless. We must continually move forward and upward because if we rest, our best and harshest friends, us, will be there judging us for not doing enough. It's disheartening to climb a staircase with no end in sight. Are we merely victims or the creators of our own lives? Maybe both.
This one, it's a tough pill to swallow for anybody because we
Yeah.
are truly our own worst critics.
Amen. That was exactly what I was thinking when I was
Yeah,
reading this.
yeah, this is a hard one for anyone to swallow because, we're always trying to, keep up with the Joneses and, the grass is always greener on the other side, all those idioms. And it all comes down to like it's just we're putting these our own we're getting into our own heads about who we should be and where we should be and comparing ourselves to something that is quote unquote the norm and normal when normal truly doesn't exist because no one is normal.
Jay, I think you said it right there. Because, like, for example, and I'm pointing at you,
Hmm.
but for example, you yourself strive to be better back in the day. I'm not saying you're not doing it now, but I
No, yeah,
remember back in the day,
yeah.
you yourself would work the closing shift, right?
Hmm.
More or less the
Right.
closing
Yes,
shift,
right.
along with
Yes.
one other person. And you felt compelled to get as many calls closed out as you could,
Right.
even if that meant working 2, 3, 4 more hours of overtime
It's true.
in a night because you wanted it done. You didn't feel right leaving that for someone to do in the morning.
Yep, that's absolutely true. And that has shifted because, I've come to realization that, I can't, one person is not, um, what is that saying? One person's not an island or something like that. Is that what it
Something
is?
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. I'm not on an island. There's a team there.
Right.
And with the team, however the team aspect is, because it's a job that requires, we all take ownership of the stuff that we work on, and I can't, I can't see myself as as some people might say like a martyr. I'm not a martyr. I'm just
No.
part of the team, part of
Right.
a cog that
No,
helps the machine move. Yeah,
That's right.
no job is worth your mental or physical
a
well-being.
100%. Yes.
However, saying all that,
Or I should say specifically, no job is worth sacrificing your physical or mental well-being.
Hmm.
100%, totally agree with that. 100%. However, we all, and I know each one of us has come with our own challenges, specifically work related, if you will, have come with our own particular challenges where we say to ourselves, oh man, you know what? I missed that. I know, I can't believe I missed that. I can do better.
Yeah.
We've all been there. We've all had that opportunity to go with our gut. We've all had those times when we're like, "Hey, just go with your gut, and if you go with your gut, you get the right answer. But then you fall down that rabbit hole of troubleshooting something and
Right.
get stuck into the minutia of the job. And then next thing you
Well, yeah, you can't
know,
see the forest through the trees.
yeah, and next thing you know, 2 hours have passed and you're still at this site and you're still trying to work at it. And next thing you know, you're like, dang it, had I just gone with my gut, I'd have been out 30 minutes.
Right. Had I just turned the thing on and off, it would have been fixed by now.
Exactly. Something like
Go
that, you know?
Going with your gut. I preach that all the
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. Like,
I f-
do it, run with it. You know what it's also go, especially in the context of the type of work we do. It's like go with your gut. If that doesn't fix it, oh look at that. You you at least eliminated a problem. Like
that's right.
I don't
Hmm.
That's
stress
right.
about it. It's like you go, and also it's like you do a thing, you hope it fixes it. If it doesn't, okay, well, you check something off the list.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Move,
Right.
just move on.
But sometimes the job gets in our head, man. It happens.
It's
So,
true.
I
and that's
mean,
okay.
Hmm.
But again, I still, I'm in the infancy phase, with my new job that I've got. So I have a little bit of leeway when it comes to making some mistakes and stuff like that, which is fine. But like, I mean, and this is kind of off topic today, shoot. I had somebody call me because the boss lady told them to call me. And I'm like, why are you calling me? He's like, oh man, my boss lady said to check on you. And I said, cool. Tell her you checked on me and everything's fine. And he just laughed because I had everything under control.
yeah, I am not a fan, and it's one of the reasons I feel like it's overall been a better fit with NCR versus some of the jobs I've had in the past because they, as long as you're doing your job, they tend not to micromanage with so much.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
again, it was,
obviously, there's signs of that they might be ramping that up
Hmm.
a little more than some people are comfortable with.
For
sure.
sure.
Um, but overall, in the last 6 years or so, it is not pretty much as long as I'm not, my numbers are not literally at the bottom. I don't really hear from anybody. I mean, I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
with Mike, but that's because Mike made it a point to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Whereas most managers, like our current manager, just if you're at the very bottom or you're at the very top. Otherwise, you pretty much never hear from him unless
Which
something
is still
happens that
funny when
he
you
unless he
say
needs
that,
something
like
from
if
you.
you're at the very top, because when I was at the very top, he never said anything to me.
No
Like,
way. He
That's because he
didn't.
doesn't like you.
I
Well,
guess so. Hey, I don't like me either. I don't
yep.
know.
But
But
getting back to this topic here.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
we do we as ourselves, let's get back to the main crux of it.
Hmm.
Do we ourselves always set a bar too high for ourselves?
See,
I
this
don't.
is what I was going to go with as far as like, yeah, let's bring it back to just regular life, more than just work, just like everyday life.
Everyday life, do we
Yeah,
set the bar like we've got to do all this stuff in one day and we've got to make sure it all happens, and
yeah.
okay, the pressures
I
of life.
I
Sure.
think that
See, I
we
personally,
need to.
no, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead. No, I
no,
think that we need to stop, judging ourselves so harshly and trying to meet this non-existent standard that is set out there for people, and that we care too much what other people think, which is just sad. It's like, if you care too much about what other people think, then you'll never truly, you know, do you, be you, be who you truly want to be and do what you want to do. Never let anybody stop you from doing what you are passionate about. Like this podcast,
Sure.
even though, we're in our infancy stages, we're trying to get there, and, get a more of a following. We appreciate the people
Sure.
we have now, but of
Yep.
course, we're trying to make things happen. And, this, in spite of what, any kind of protest that might be out there against what we say, we're still pushing on because you know what? We want to do it.
Fuck it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I really don't like. I don't know. I mean, I care what my wife thinks, but honestly, other than that, I'm gonna be me.
Right.
If you don't like
Oh,
it, then you don't need. If you don't like it, then you don't need to be a part of my life. Then I guess.
Right.
loving the answers of the younger generation. I truly am. I truly am.
So
Especially
I
from
yeah
two guys that I mean, and this is not to be an offensive manner in any way, shape, or form, but especially coming from two guys that unfortunately have not reached another stage in their life where they have to not only look out for their elders, but have to look out for younglings as well.
Oh yeah, that's I
And
hope
and
I hope to
and
get there.
Yeah.
and again, I'm just saying you guys just aren't there yet. That's
Right.
not. I'm not. It's not meant to be insulting in any way, shape,
No,
or
I don't
form.
take it that way. No.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no,
So
I have my four-legged child or
yes,
child that I deal
yeah,
with,
exactly,
and
exactly.
I'm just seeing where life goes, and
Right,
if it
but
happens,
Hmm.
I'm
I do know the biological option is out. My wife and I made that decision a long
sure,
time ago,
sure,
Mm.
sure.
but we still are open, and the nice thing about when you look at different options, different things like just adoption, there's
Sure.
not as much of a hard age restriction on that because there,
Right.
when you if you're going with the biological route, there is kind of a point, you know, at least with the other half
Mm-hmm.
involved.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
um, there is a certain point where that's really not an option anymore.
Right.
Well, there's more help. There's more risk than reward. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So,
So, and I get
but
that.
either way,
But
we've
what I'm
already,
saying, what I'm
we're
saying
just
is that I'm myself. I'm in that sandwich area phase of my life where I got to worry about younglings and I've got to worry about elders. Again, we
well, I
took a
mean, you
hiatus.
you yourself I mean, you have a young you
Two.
have what many would consider, right, but you have one that is legally an adult that
Yep.
at a time might have to start worrying about his elders, i.e., you and
Yeah.
your wife.
Well, he hasn't reached that point yet.
Right.
Yet.
Fortunately,
Okay. Right.
you're not there yet, but
Right.
at
But
some point,
I'm
Oh, you're pretty
but he's
close.
but he's also yeah. All right, buddy, you're getting close. You're getting real close.
you're
But it
closer
ain't
to
but
that than you are
soon.
the other way. Anyway,
That's true.
Yeah, I know. That's for damn sure. But like, I've got to take care, like right now, I've got ailing parents.
Right.
hmm
Right.
They're not doing well. Both my mom and my dad right now aren't doing well, which really sucks.
Mm.
And then I've got my son, who is actually doing pretty well for himself these days. I'm really proud of him. He's making progress, but then I've got my daughter as well, and she's having some struggles, and we're trying to get that all taken care of. And it's like, oh my God, can I keep all this together sometimes? And you
Yeah.
know what? I say to myself, you know what? Look, life is going to give you what it gives you. What's the phrase that I use? God is only going to give you what you what you can handle. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
And as long as I have that same mindset, I'm going to be able to handle everything that comes in front of me. And that's just how I feel. And there will be a time when I'm going to break down, and I just say I'm done. I can't handle it. I don't need it. And that's where I have my support group. My wife, and believe it or not, my daughter, and some other family members that can help you get through that freaking rut. And to me, that's reinforcement that you are good enough.
Yes. Yes.
I
And
mean, and I mean, and as I will say that the thing is though, and as much as I can say, I don't care as much about what other people think, but on the same token, your legacy kind of becomes what you're remembered for. The way people do see you is kind of what your legacy ends up being whenever you do pass on, though.
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
I
yeah.
mean, whoever you're survived by, whoever has remembered you while you're a lot, around and everything,
Yep.
when eventually that day comes, which hopefully, obviously, for any of us is not for many, 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 many years, hopefully.
Right.
Um,
I'm
Right.
trying to make it that way. So, that's why I'm on Ozempic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to
yeah,
go.
How's that going, by the way, Jay?
I've lost 20 pounds.
Good for you, buddy.
Hmm.
That's awesome. I
And
bet you
I
feel
don't plan on stopping.
good, man. Do you feel any different?
Actually, no, I really don't. But
Did
just the fact that I
is
step on the scale and it said I've lost weight, hey, that sounds great.
is the is
and
is the belt buckle tightening
The
getting
belt
a
button
little?
has tightened. Yeah, you know what? It
Yeah,
has. I've
you got to
gone
add a
both.
couple
Yeah,
more
I'm guess
notches.
yeah.
the food
That's
cravings
great.
are less. I'm guessing
That's
as far
too.
as
That too. I
the
have.
hunger. That's
I
that's
yeah.
that's
I
what I
eat less.
hear.
Yeah.
That's what I hear from other people that I know that are on it.
Yep.
Hmm.
I myself am not, but I have other health concerns
Right.
that are more a priority
Yeah.
Right.
for me, since I am more to not go too deep, I guess. But Um, just because my genetics basically make me more prone to a handful of different types of cancers. So
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
frequent screenings,
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand that,
Yes.
brother. I do. I get it. I just got
very
myself,
frequent.
I myself, Jay, just got put on Jardiance.
Ah, okay.
They took me off
Okay.
that more foreign craft because that thing was just going crazy, and they put me on
Yeah.
Jardiance. So,
You metformin? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
I was on metformin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Jardiance
mean,
is
that's
another
what I'm on
thing,
right
does the same
now,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the metformin. It messed with my system really, really bad, and my numbers were my blood sugar numbers were like dumping and shit like that. Of course, they also said it's the CGM that's the issue.
Right.
So they
So
said
you just
that.
had a faulty CGM, or it's just like that whole
I
brand,
don't
or
know,
what? What are we
man.
talking about?
I don't know. I truly don't know. She said sometimes they just tank like that. Just, save them and ship them back to them and get new ones, and they'll send you
Right.
new ones as long as you do it. And I was like, all
Right.
right, whatever. So now
Yeah,
I know better for next time. It's like, lesson learned. Just like you did, sir. You learned a lesson on yours, so I get to learn a
Sure.
lesson on mine.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
lost a couple because of that.
yeah, yeah.
I
Go ahead.
fortunately I'm not at a point that I am on anything but a couple pills basically a day.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's what they were saying to me too. They said that technically don't need to wear it all the time. If she wants, she's like, if you want to put it on and wear it for like 2 weeks, go right ahead. If you want to skip it for another 2 weeks, go right ahead. Because she's like, your
Yeah,
numbers are not that far off that you have to be put on that stuff.
yeah,
But
mine are.
since I've got it, I figure what the hell, I'll probably use it for another 2 months and see what happens. And if it's a thing that I don't absolutely need, then I'll just, if I feel off, I'll just take my, prick my finger and go from there.
Mm.
But
Yeah, my numbers have pretty much been consistently either on the higher end but within normal or just outside. So they're just like,
good.
just stay on the metformin. We'll keep
We'll
playing with the
prick your
dosage
finger
for
next
that for right
time.
now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's cool. But for me, man, so from my doctor's visit back in August till last week, I lost 10 pounds.
That's good.
Yeah, man. I
That
was
is
very
good.
happy about that because
I like that.
I mean, I got a scale at home, but it's probably covered in dust in a corner somewhere for all I
Yeah.
know. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I just got weighed at the doc's office and hey, went from 232 to 222. I looked at the scale and I said, ma'am, has this scale been calibrated? She said, yeah. I was like, sweet.
Has the scale been calibrated? No, it's been broken for about 5 years.
It's been broken for
Oh,
5 years, about 20 pounds
yeah.
over. Oh,
Yeah, we got
fuck.
this other one from the bathroom. Oh,
It's got dust on it.
it's got dust. Oh, this is the one from my home. Yeah, we got it from your house. Oh,
Oh,
but
shit.
back to the we got really got on a tangent there, but
I don't care.
back. Yeah, no, I don't either. But let's get back. Let's try and bring it back into where we were because we're about to run out of time anyway.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
does look like it.
So
Yep.
yes. So just be you know
Be the
be
best you can
who you
be.
want to be.
Hmm.
Do what you think is right.
Right.
There's no reason that you need to feel afraid of being you.
That's right.
That's 100%. Even if someone doesn't agree with what you do, who cares? It's your life. You live it. You do what you want to do.
On the
Yeah,
same
but
token,
I don't condone people doing crack. I'm sorry. Just that's not
so
That affects them, not me.
okay.
well, I'll
Amen.
say
Huh.
if you do have a problem though with somebody doing something, try to have a honest civil discussion about it.
Yes.
I would not. I
Sometimes
would
it's
rather. I
not
would rather
successful.
people. What's that?
Sometimes it's not successful, but you can try.
Yeah.
You got to try. Sometimes
Yeah.
if people are in a seemingly in a different reality,
Yeah.
you know,
True.
then sometimes you can't break through that, but you got to give it a shot. And if not, then part ways and move on.
Yeah.
There you go.
The worst you can hear is no, and if you don't
Yep.
like their answer, then yeah, like you said, move on. It's your life. Live it the way you want to. Like, what is it? It's
It's
my
your
money, and I
money.
need it now.
Use it when you need
That's
it.
right. That's right. I have a structured settlement, and I need cash now. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway,
All right, Mr. Wentworth, are we good?
yeah, I think we're good. That is
Okay.
gonna wrap it up for the coffee table. I'm out of. Well, I mean, my 5 hour energy is only just starting, but I'll contact a doctor later.
Uh-huh. You might need to.
All right, all right, and then we'll be right back, y'all, with
This you call news?
That's what he said. All right, we'll be right back. Uh. And now it's time for this you call news. And with our article for this you call news, it's Mitch of Olympian Luckies. Mitch!
Thank you, Jay. This article comes from the AP. Suspects arrested over the theft of crown jewels from Paris's Louvre Museum. Two suspects were arrested in connection with the theft of crown jewels from Paris's Louvre Museum, justice and police officials said Sunday, a week after the heist that stunned the world and sparked a massive manhunt. The Paris prosecutor said that investigators made arrests Sunday evening, adding that one of the men taken into custody was preparing to leave the country from Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. French media BFM TV and Le Parisien newspaper earlier reported that two suspects had been arrested and taken into custody. Prosecutor, of course, it gives me an ad now on my screen. Thank you very much. Paris prosecutor Laurie Bacall, I'm going to say Bacall. If I messed that up, I apologize. Did not confirm the number of arrests and did not say whether any jewels had been recovered. A police official who was not authorized to speak publicly about the ongoing case told the Associated Press that two men in their 30s, both known to police, were taken into custody. He said one suspect was arrested as he attempted to board a plane bound for Algeria. The official added that one of the suspects was identified through DNA traces. Bacall said earlier this week that forensic experts were analyzing 150 samples at the scene. Well, that explains the DNA thing. The suspects can be held in police custody up to 96 hours. Thieves took less than 8 minutes last Sunday to steal jewels valued at 88 million euros or $102 million from the world's most visited museum. French officials described how the intruders used a basket lift to scale the Louvre's facade, forced open a window, smashed display cases, and fled. The museum's director called the incident a terrible failure. Bacall said investigators from a special police unit in charge of armed robberies, serious burglaries, and art thefts made the arrests. In her statement, she rued the premature leak of information, saying it could hinder the work of over 100 investigators mobilized to recover the stolen jewels and apprehend all of the perpetrators. Bacall said further details will be unveiled after the suspect's custody period ends. French Interior Minister Laurent Nunez praised the investigators who have worked tirelessly just as I asked them to and who have always had my full confidence. The Louvre reopened earlier this week after one of the highest profile museum thefts of the century stunned the world with its audacity and scale. So thieves slipped in and out, making off with some of France's crown jewels, a cultural wound that some compared to the burning of the Notre Dame Cathedral in 2019. The thieves escaped with a total of 8 objects, including a sapphire diadem, necklace, and a single earring from a set linked to 19th century queens Marie Amelie and Hortense. Excuse me. They also took an emerald necklace and earrings tied to Empress Marie-Louise, Napoleon Bonaparte's second wife, as well as a reliquary brooch, Empress Eugene's diamond diadem, and her large corsage bow brooch. An imperial ensemble of rare craftsmanship was also part of the loot. One piece, Eugene's emerald set imperial crown with more than 1,300 diamonds, wow, was found outside the museum, damaged but repairable. News of the arrest was met by relief from Louvre visitors and passerbys on Sunday. It's important for our heritage. A week later, it does feel a bit late. We wonder how this could even happen, but it's important that the guys were caught, said Freddie Jacomet. I think the main thing now is whether they can recover the jewels, added Diana Ramirez. That's what really matters. So,
Wow.
yeah, I've been keeping tabs on this one a little bit. My aunt got me into this on Friday, and it's just absolutely amazing. These guys literally
Hmm.
had a bucket truck, a bucket
Yeah.
lift on the road or closer to the Louvre, got up on the bucket lift, broke the window on by the road, hopped in. There was like no cameras in this one room where they got into, and then they literally went to the guard, told the guard, "Get the heck out of here. You get all these people to safety," which is what the guard's responsibility is, and they emptied out the room. And then these guys just broke into the stuff, grabbed what they could, and got the heck back out from the bucket
Wow.
lift.
Wow. If
There's still
there's
two.
not a Netflix movie about this, there needs to be.
I know, right? So there's still
Oh,
two more people that are at large. There was a total of
gosh,
four people involved in this whole
that's
thing. So
crazy.
there's still two more people at large, from what I know.
God.
Yep. But
Can I
that is
just
just
read off that second last sentence again? Just
yeah,
do a little bit.
yeah.
It's important for our heritage. A week later, it does feel a bit late. We wonder how this could even happen. But it was important that the guys were caught. There you go.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Freddie.
Ah, yeah. After
Like, is
last
it
week's with the
Freddy or is
chlamydia
it
guy.
Pink Panther?
Oh, yeah, sure. Is it Steve Martin? All right.
I don't know.
Oh, man, what a story.
Yeah,
Gosh.
it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Like I said, so that's just the information that I'm aware of. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys ever caught up on it or read
No,
into it or
I
anything like
only
that.
heard as much as what's said here, and that's wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like
Absolutely crazy.
it's like
So
uh like like Ocean's 11, but real. I mean,
right, but for real, right.
But but I feel like Ocean's 11 they would have done they wouldn't have
they would
gotten
have gotten
so
caught.
like hourly caught.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the thing, though. All right, it's over 100 million approximately is what was taken. Um,
102 million US, like 88 million euro.
right.
Hmm.
You figure at this point, two of the guys were already trying to escape. It's a week later; they're already trying to escape. They don't say whether or not they recovered any of the jewels from these two guys or not. They're just still in police custody at this point.
Mm.
So I don't know. I haven't checked anything because this article was posted on let's see here.
Mm,
What
updated
day?
October 26,
26th. So
2025.
yesterday. Yeah,
That's when
yesterday
it
it was
updated
posted.
anyway.
Yeah, it got updated from yesterday. So that's the latest information that the Associated Press has. But
Yeah.
we were talking about it and we thought it was kind of interesting. Um, how do you get rid of that stuff? Well, dude, they're diamonds and emeralds and rubies and all that stuff. You
Yeah.
you just break them. You basically
Yeah. You
break the
piece it
piece.
out.
You
Yeah.
break it out. You break that thing out. And
Right.
I'm sorry, but all you need is a small little foundry, if you will, and you can boil down the gold or
Yeah.
what have you into probably like two small bars and then be gone. And then there's
Right.
nothing left of this stuff at this point, you know?
Yeah. It's just
But
amazing. It took less than 8 minutes.
But this isn't, I'm telling you, man, this has got to be an inside job
Yeah.
or someone that has already been involved with the Louvre in some fashion, whether it be from
Yeah.
security measures,
Yeah,
whether it
because
be from an alarm system
It was a
company,
janitor.
something. Yeah, it could be the janitor. Who knows?
yeah, either way, somebody inside's got to be involved, or they've been
Yeah,
Yeah.
scoping it just to know no cameras either in like that section.
right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
There
that's
was
a very
there was one room, I think it was the room that they initially broke into from the outside in. I think that one room had like no cameras or cameras that weren't functioning or something to that effect. And that is the room that they started in. And then the next room over is where the jewels were. And they literally went to like the guard and just told him, get these people out of here. And the guy was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Thank you. And he pretty
Hmm.
much, because again, those guards, honestly, they're not there to protect. I don't think that they're there to protect the jewels or the items that are inside the loop. They're there to protect people
Right,
from doing other crazy stuff to the
Yeah,
to it,
right,
if you
from
will.
damaging shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will
So,
say so. It's like, I mean, it is like if you want, like if you. So I don't remember if there was a specific spot as far as the ocean stuff, but I
uh
know the remake they did, the one with the women, they
yes,
specifically
Hmm.
actually hacked in to the security system
right.
of where they were robbing and gradually shifted the cameras and created a blind spot.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't
Literally
know if I.
created a blind spot.
Yep, I don't know if that's something that they did in here. I couldn't
I
really
doubt
tell
it.
you, but
It was
yeah, it's
probably either
just
coincidence or
right,
somebody literally just like turning off the cameras in the room.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it's absolutely crazy
Hey,
that
Insane.
something like
at
this
least they didn't
happened.
like. At least they were like, hey, we're here for the jewels to make like for some
Yeah.
cash. We're not here to
Exactly,
hurt anybody. So
exactly,
get you know.
exactly.
What if it's a giant PR stunt for the for the Louvre? And they're like, well,
God, I hope not.
no one's talking
Yeah,
about us for a while. Let's go ahead and do something.
the attraction has been dropping a little lately, so we're gonna do
Yeah,
a PR
yeah. Let's go
stunt.
ahead and do this. I
No,
mean, people are
no.
talking about it now. We're talking
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
we're talking about it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
come on.
I thought it was something that was very intriguing to me, and
It
it's
is.
yeah,
It's very
I thought
interesting.
it was good. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
that is it for this article. Jay, what do we have next, sir?
Next article comes to us from WKRC station called Local
Did you
12.
say WKRC?
All
I
right,
thought you said WKR
WKRC.
if I can just
WKRP.
real quick,
Oh,
Mitch,
oh.
Yes.
real quick, Terry McLaurin, heck of a catch, heck of a catch. They just tied it up with a minute to go in the first half
Awesome.
with the Chiefs.
I should have it on, but I don't.
I, I
Uh,
I actually have it on mute on my phone while I'm on the laptop while I got this going on the laptop.
I'm focusing, man. I've got a podcast to give. All
Hey,
right. You know.
I'm multitasking. That's what I
Oh
do.
man, I could
But yeah,
multitask,
no,
but
it, dude. If you like it definitely is one of those. If you go even just go back after the fact to like look at the like
it's an
compilations of
amazing
highlights,
catch.
it'll
Yeah.
be there probably. Like
Oh yeah. We're talking Sports
yeah,
Center, baby.
it was the kind of catch that initially they ruled that it was incomplete, but then looked back at it and was like, no, that's a touchdown.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, good old scary Terry from Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, like they've replayed it like six times already, just in the game, like
I'll
just
definitely
regular
see
game
it.
here.
I'll see the
So
highlights here in a minute.
yeah,
I will. All right, Jay, you are set, my friend. Go forth and conquer.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Uh, Spirit Halloween security guard killed shoplifter for stealing less than $90. This is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. A security guard at Spirit Halloween was arrested after he allegedly shot and killed an unarmed shoplifter that was trying to make off with less than $90 worth of merchandise. According to a criminal complaint obtained by Law and Crime, the incident began at around 5 p.m. on Thursday, while 25-year-old Josiah Armijo was working security at a Spirit Halloween located at 2103 Carlisle Boulevard Northeast. Another man, 41-year-old Chase Beltramo, allegedly grabbed multiple items and exited the store without paying for them. Armijo noticed Beltramo and immediately reacted, per the complaint. Armijo tackled the man and pulled him into a steel pole before the
Dang.
man fell to the ground. The complaint read, the pair reportedly began to fight, and at one point Armijo climbed on top of Beltramo and begins to strike Chase with what appears to be his fist. The two fight, during which Josiah, while on top of Chase, draws his firearm, points it directly in Chase's face, and begins to scream at him. per the complaint. When Beltramo managed to wiggle free of Armijo's grip, the security guard allegedly threw him back onto the ground, saying, "Don't fucking move, I'll fucking shoot you." It was bleeped down here, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
The complaint The complaint explicitly noted that on Beltramo's second escape attempt, he did not hit Armijo back, and investigators said there was no indication that this reported shoplifter was in possession of a weapon. Armijo allegedly put his gun back into the holster and pulled out a can of pepper spray, which he administered to Beltramo's face.
Ooh.
Finally, Armijo pulled out his gun once more as Beltramo managed to climb atop the guard and hit him, at which point 3 gunshots rang out, the complaint said.
Wow.
Beltramo was shot in the upper left torso and the left buttocks.
Jeez.
He initially survived the shooting, but would eventually succumb to his injuries. Investigators reviewed security video and witness video and said they did not see Chase ever make a threat to Josiah or be armed at any time, the complaint read. Additionally, they reported the amount that Beltramo was attempting to steal was less than $90.
Oh my gosh.
Authorities determined that although Armijo was just in stopping Beltramo from stealing from the store, he exercised excessive force by using his weapon. He was charged with second-degree murder. Wow.
Wow.
First of all, I didn't know that Spirit Halloween had security guards.
Yeah, I didn't either. What?
Yeah, I didn't either, but I will say you started on this kind of headline here, and before reading the story, what first popped into my head was this one SNL Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
where you had a group of news anchors, and it was Shane Gillis, Keenan Thompson,
Okay.
and they were going back and forth and keeping score based on who committed the story.
Jesus.
As far as they were
Wow.
keeping score. Oh, is that one of you? Is that one of y'all, or is that one of us?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I think I do remember
Yeah.
seeing that. Yeah,
And
Shane Gillis was really good on this show. It really was.
Yeah, and they were going back and forth. It was like, and
Yep.
just hearing a story like Spirit Halloween security guard, and it's like that's where they're like, oh, and they would go back and forth, and then they would get to the name of the name of the person. And then that's like
yeah.
yeah.
All right, name is Smith. Well, that could go either way. Johnson. That could go either way.
Yeah, it was
O'Neal.
like they were like one of the stories was like a teacher got arrested for inappropriate relationship with a student,
Right.
and they were like, that's y'all all day, and they're like, and then the white chick was like, wait a second, let me read the name. It was like Shakisha Williams or something. and Keenan's like, oh damn.
Yep.
So there's only 3 comments to this article, Jay, that I'm seeing in here. It's like FAFO, the thief was fighting him. In a fight, one lucky punch to the right spot on your neck could end you. Security guard should not be charged. Anytime someone evading arrest, or in this case detention, is resisting to that level, is putting someone's life at risk. Ask any cop how quickly things escalate during an arrest.
And the reply to that from Jimmy G. Did you actually read the entire the article or look up any videos? Dude didn't even announce he was security, just started attacking him. You defend yourself too.
Like,
and then there's one more reply.
You're a Spirit Halloween security guard.
There's one more reply. It says if the guy wasn't stealing, he wouldn't have been confronted. But hey, keep blaming the criminal.
Oh,
that's great. Dude, I'm sorry the guy's life ended. Okay, that's absolutely horrible.
That's terrible.
But he should not have been stealing. He should not have tried to rob them.
It was $90.
It was just $90. I'm sure he probably didn't even look. He just said open the register and he got the money and he was trying to walk away.
Oh no, it was stuff.
He grabbed
that's right.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
He didn't even wasn't armed or anything.
Steal a till. Yeah.
He went to grab some merchandise and leave.
And then this dude took it personally, and he flung him into a steel pole, got on top of him, started punching him, and they got. It's like, what happened?
over less than $90.
Yeah, don't
Over
fucking
less
move.
than
I'll fucking shoot
$90.
you. And I'm pretty sure that this security guard, whoever it is probably not supposed to have an actual weapon. He's probably not
This
supposed to have that.
that's
Not a lethal weapon.
Actually,
well,
sir,
Yeah.
that
there are
depends, but
unarmed and unarmed guards.
I
Okay.
would
I had
be
a spear at Halloween.
I'd be
Hey,
surprised if this guy I'd be curious if this guy applied to be a police officer and got turned away.
right?
Yeah. Well,
Because this guy I think he was looking for a reason.
yeah, he might have been. I mean, just look here. If you look at his face,
There's
mugshot. It's like,
damn, they're still showing like just went to halftime of the game. They're still showing replays of that catch. Like,
So,
damn.
according
Anyway,
to
go ahead.
according to the lovely Google AI overview, when I decided to type in crime rate in Albuquerque, it says Albuquerque's crime rate is a concern, with New Mexico ranking high for violent crime. Though recent
okay.
data shows a significant decrease in the city's homicide rate compared to previous years. While police report improvements, some studies still rank Albuquerque among cities with higher crime rates, and specific areas are considered less safe, particularly at night or in poorly lit, isolated locations.
Okay. But this guy was just trying to leave.
With stolen goods.
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to harm anyone. Wasn't trying to like shoot anybody.
Hey,
He was
man,
just trying to
I'm a
leave.
security guard. Here's my job, to keep things secure.
Yeah, keep things secure and shoot someone who didn't pose you any threat.
I understand that, and he is currently being charged, which at this
Yeah,
point in time, I see nothing necessarily wrong with that. At the same time, we're gonna let the courts handle this, in my opinion.
sure.
I'm just glad I'm not on that jury.
Yeah, it's just wow. Oh man.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
look, the security guard's doing his job to some degree.
so
Again, I haven't
he's
seen
going
the
way
video
past
of
what
it
his
all.
job is.
Well, yes and no. I mean, at some point,
He does
you
not
know,
need to shoot someone who
I
doesn't pose any threat to him.
well, I think if the guy started attacking him, then at that point
No,
he is
he
threatened.
initiated. I mean, he initiated. He's the
He
one.
I
saw
understand that.
somebody
He's
trying to leave,
Yeah,
right,
and
and
he
he stopped
tackled
him.
the guy to the
That's right.
ground.
he
He
grabbed
stopped
him
him.
and pulled him into a freaking metal pole. He
Yep,
initiated.
I understand that.
The
But
the
I
guy did
wonder.
not initiate.
Okay, my question, my thought, since this it seems to be not listed here. My question: did the security guard try to verbally stop
no,
the guy
That's a good
no,
point.
first,
that's
Yeah,
not
or
that
what
did
it's
doesn't
he
seem
saying.
like the same
immediately
thing.
go
Yeah,
to tackle the guy?
yeah.
Well, again, so we don't have I don't think we have
No,
a video of what took place. So
no.
unfortunately, I can't
Right.
There's
confirm.
an ongoing case. You probably won't.
Yeah,
Right. Probably very
All
limited
you
as
have
to
is
what info they can
is
put
the
out.
statement, the claim, the
yeah,
complaint.
Right.
Tackled a
yeah,
man, pulled him
Because
into a steel pole before he fell to the ground.
yeah.
right and that's the thing is if he because if he didn't at like hey did you pay for those like if it went straight and that's to me the issue is did it start with the calm attempt
Yeah.
to resolve the
Yeah.
problem
Again,
Right.
or did
de-escalation
it quickly
techniques.
escalate?
Yeah, de-escalation. Did he try anything of de-escalation before he just immediately got violent?
Right. Or could it also be a language barrier issue?
Could be
I
that could
guess.
be there's so many things and so many like for all it could be a language barrier for like the guy that maybe for either side of this
Right.
Yeah,
could be there could be a mental health issue involved. Maybe the guy
it
just
could be.
didn't know any better. Maybe he's got
Yeah.
special needs. Who knows? No, we're not going to know just off this article here because
No.
Right.
but but that's where more that goes that goes into a greater issue in my opinion, just as far as more people should be should be aware and should be trained more on dealing with different issues. I mean,
hmm
the first response should not be, oh, it's go time and like tackle a guy. Like,
Yeah.
Let's
the
get
first
ready to
response.
rumble.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first response needs to be like, it's like, oh, I trained, like, what was it?
Yeah.
The Keegan Michael Key,
Yeah.
anger translator and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready for this. So it's bouncing up and down and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be. That shouldn't be the first thing. It's like, oh, it's
No.
Right.
like it's action time.
Right.
It needs to be. Let's talk this through first, and try to come to a calm resolution. Not let me just. Oh, you're trying to leave with stuff without paying. I'm not going to try to verbally stop you. I'm going to tackle your ass like
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But we either way, this whole the whole freaking country needs to tone down the violence.
Yes.
Totally agree.
100%.
Totally
Just
agree.
all
We got to
around.
we got to be able to talk things out versus resorting to
We've
violence.
become way less civil in these modern times, and we've lost the ability to just speak to one another as people and
Right.
see things from different points of view, and we've gotten lost.
We
And we need
used to
to
be able to
reconnect that
have
back.
civil discussions and
Yeah.
civil discourse,
Now
but
all we got it's AI.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, what a story. What
Yeah,
crazy stories, both of them.
absolutely.
Absolutely insane. But that's gonna do it for this episode of what do we call ourselves? Lumpy and Lattes. Brian, we appreciate you so much for being
Yes,
here
Brian, thank you, sir.
for both the episodes.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll have you again on sometime soon. We hope you had fun.
yeah.
All right, sounds like it.
Man,
Okay.
a few words.
Well, what else do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Come up with figure out another topic, and then we'll
Come,
spend half the time not talking about it.
tell us a joke. Tell us
Hey,
an off-color joke. That's what I want.
off-color joke.
Yeah.
No. That's off the
Yeah.
cuff, man. I don't know if you can do that. I
Come on,
can't.
man.
Do you want? Do you ever hear? You've heard the story about who invented copper wire?
Oh, jeez. I've told him that story.
Did you? Maybe you
Yes,
did.
because Brian got it from me.
Oh.
What? No. I don't know about no. I've heard.
No.
I've known that thing for years.
Yeah, so have I.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I remember that one. Tell me again.
yeah.
Was copper wire
What?
invented? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was two Jews fighting over a penny.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
man, what is the rights group for Jews gonna say about that? Oh
I don't know.
man.
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, if you want,
The views.
the best Jewish jokes you hear from Jews.
It's
That's
true
right.
though.
We've
It's
heard all of
true.
them.
The views of Lattes and his cohort, other Jewish person, are not reflected by the show or Olympia. Just so
Or Lumpia
everybody
at all
knows.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Hey,
on that note, you have some good
hey,
jokes yourself.
how about
Yeah.
this? Hey, you want something better? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Spell
Spell who?
WHO.
Ah.
Hey, you wanted something lighter? I thought
It's true. Hey, I'm
let's
going to
go
put
with the
both
dad
these
joke.
in there. I don't give a shit. I'm putting these both in
That's
the end
right.
of the
It's
show.
going in, baby.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
going
It's
to be in the
going in,
show.
baby. It's going
Got
in.
it. We got it.
It's got
So,
it. Huh.
I think we have another good one in the
I
book,
think we have
sir.
another good one. And we had and again, thanks to Brian, we got our first.
That's right. Our win.
Yeah,
Our
our first
Our
win.
first full point.
Yeah. We
Thank
got
you,
it. Got it
Brian.
spot on the nose.
Although I will give myself partial credit
Yeah,
for
you
the
had it too.
gun
You had
and
it
stuff
too.
like
I
that.
had nothing. I just did well in reading.
You had nothing.
I
You
got
contributed
nothing,
zero.
I
Thank
contributed
you
zero.
so much.
All I did was read.
Yep. It's okay.
Right. Anyway, love, peace, respect for everybody out there. Make sure you like, follow, comment, subscribe on our YouTube, Podbean, everywhere. We're
Spotify.
everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
That's right.
iHeartRadio.
We are there.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Just look us up, and again, we are Google search SEO'd, search engine optimized. Look up
That's
Lippy and
right.
Hotkeys. We're the first thing that comes up.
Hold
And
on,
we
hold
got
on.
an AI
So
review.
after all this, you're saying all the talk of AI, and you're saying you used AI to
Yes, I have no qualms about being.
Brian, you realize that you've been talking to two AI people the
It's
whole
true.
time?
We don't
Yeah,
exist.
yeah, exactly. Mitch is actually sitting on the couch watching the Commanders do some good stuff, while Jay, I don't know what will you be doing? Probably talking to your sister.
Yeah, I'm out and about. I'm probably at the Claw Factory, the new place that opened up with the crane games.
I don't
I'm
know what
over
y'all
there.
are talking about. I went to sleep like 2 hours ago.
There you go.
There's no one real. There's people
That's
you've
it.
been listening to nothing but AI this whole time. Again, that's not true. That's not true. We have to make it very clear that we're all real people. We're all here. Sorry. We're not trying to lie to people. But anyway, love, peace, and respect. We'll catch y'all next time right here on Olympia and Latkes.
Bye.
If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Latkes. We will be glad to hear from you.